Pastor Sapp here with your Ash Wednesday breaking news. This year, we will not have a shared corporate fast. For health reasons, I just cannot skip meals right now. And I would never ask you to do something that I won't do. But we are going to fast corporately. It's just that this year, I'm asking you to choose what that looks like. You can fast from a food or a drink or an activity. It should be something that you enjoy or love. It's meant to be a sacrifice. I'm giving up coffee again. And this time I mean it. Amen. I'm also going to give up social media unless it's to post for the church. Now, I want you to decide this tonight because, in addition to pinning the sins you want to die on the cross, you're going to nail your Lenten sacrifice to the cross, and there it will stay until resurrection or Easter Sunday. What we will continue to do corporately is the church-wide abstinence Friday. Fridays during Lent is without land or air mammal meat, seafood or no meat only on Fridays for all meals. And don't forget to pray. Pray with some regularity each day. I pray on the top of every hour. It can be brief or it can be a long and deep prayer. But fasting without prayer is really just a diet. What? Oh. And we'll be right back after this important message.
Lent, a season of reflection, re-evaluation, new beginnings. A time to recognize God's grace in our lives, to find ways to let that realization sink in and take root, drawing closer to God as we are changed by His love. In this season, we should give of ourselves, our time, money, possessions. Giving helps us to see better the needs of those around us. It brings to light those things that may have too high a priority in our lives. It helps us to separate what we need from what we want, stripping away the things that keep us separated from one another and God. We should fast. It helps us to be reminded of the need for God to fill us, whether food or social media, your phone or computer. Fasting allows us to physically feel the ongoing spiritual needs of the soul. It helps us to see the truth that only God can truly satisfy. We should pray. It slows us down, focuses us on God. It enables us to be pulled away from our grip on the world and everything we think it can give us, and moves us closer to seeing God in the midst of it all. God is inviting us into this holy season, wanting us to be free from all the obstacles that keep us from His fullness. May we allow ourselves to be stripped down and cleansed, so that we may come to understand more powerfully the love of God and be made new in His righteousness and alive in His grace.
Welcome back to GSP Church Ash Wednesday breaking news. I also want to say that we will continue the weekly Lenten activities. On this coming Monday, you'll receive the Lenten activities for this week and every Monday for the rest of Lent, which is 6 weeks. If you aren't on the blast list right now, let reception know. And for those of you who worship with us online, you can also participate. Just text your desire to get on our blast to the steward's number, and we'll add your number to the blast list. Lastly, I would remind you that this is also the season where at the end of the Lent season, we tithe into somebody from the community. We tithe 10% of what we collect during those 6 weeks of Lent. Now, the Lenten Community Tithe Committee has been formed under the leadership of the chair, Minister Jane Jackson. And they are Sister Ann McCurdy, Reverend James C. Watson Jr., Maurice Boyd, Shandy Strapp, Reverend Backus, with Sister Kathy Harris as committee advisor. I'd like to meet with the committee this Tuesday there's a whole nomination process and a criteria. So we want to try to target our Lenten community tithe recipient before the end of Lent. That's all the breaking news I have right now for you on this wonderful Ash Wednesday. I pray you have a wonderful time in this service, as I know I am. I'm excited to hear the word. Amen. Sap out.